Okay, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Now, hopefully, I can play this game on stream while having both of my monitors active. But we'll have to check and see, because it does say it's a minimum of, it does say that there is a minimum of, 16 gigs of RAM. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to run this on stream or not, but we're gonna find out. Okay. So this is the Sentinel. Strong in honor, fearsome in combat, stands stalwart against its unjust even at the end of the world. Spin towards the mouse while you hold down the ability key, striking nearby enemies. Okay. Directional attack that stuns enemies for 1 second, 100% increased stun duration against non-boss enemies, so it's 2 seconds against regular mobs. 1.5% more damage per 1% block chance, up to 150% multiplicative with other modifiers. Hurl a javelin that pierces through every enemy in its path. If you have a spear equipped, added melee damage from the spear applies to the javelin as added throwing damage at 30% of its normal value. Okay. Hold ability key to channel for up to 2 seconds. You take 80% less damage while channeling. Barrier breaks and dealing physical damage to all nearby enemies. Deals 20% additional damage for each hit you receive while channeling. Grants a stack of armament if you hit at least one enemy. Each stack causes an additional sword to strike a nearby enemy when you use multi-strike. Okay. Obviously, dash to a nearby enemy, strike it with your weapon. Okay. More mana the further the target is away. That's really good to know. And then the masteries are Void Knight, Forge Guard, and Paladin. Where a blow would strike him down, the light within rises. Allies would cower. This light gives you the ability to leap. A righteous warrior focused on empowering and healing his allies, he could take down enemies with holy fire. Skill, strength, steel, and the knowledge of his training will prevail. Strikes are surer than hope, and his armor is stronger than despair, a bulwark of steel whose mastery of weapons, armor, and molten metal dominates the battlefield. Taking part of the void inside himself and uses it to devastate his foes. His swings leave trails of void that eagerly consume the essence of his enemies' darkness, eating them away from the inside out. Shit, okay. We got the robe, which goes Falconeer, Marksman, and Blade Dancer. Unrivaled in bow and blade, the robe strikes out from the shadows to find a higher purpose for her deadly talents. Dashes out of the reach for enemies, each movement another different cut. Blade finds its target, and the next again and again they fall. Dodges their strikes and makes them pay for it. Dances and kills. Blade Dancer makes sense. Marksman, we already know what that is. Falconer, we already know what that is, but I'm assuming that must be some type of added content, because it's locked. Okay, Mage, Sorcerer, Spellmate, and Runemaster. An Elder cresting his prime, the Mage wields the power of the arcane to make up for his past wrongs and to give the world a new future. master of the arcane, who wields unprecedented power to devastate his foes from a distance. Unearthly lightning erupts from his fingertips, flaming meteors rain from the heavens on his will. The very fabric of reality reshapes itself in his presence. A mage who has mixed martial prowess with their mastery of spells to face enemies in close range. A sword coated in ice and flame, a shield gleaming with wards. The spell blade is as brilliant as he is deadly. An apex among their peers, rune masters are mages who take the study of runes to the next level. Tapping into the arcane within a rune's construction, alter the flow of magic, and even combine runes to create spells of which this world has never seen. This guy is a druid beastmaster, primalist, a warrior from the north who has seen the horrors of war firsthand. The primalist seeks communion with the power of Terra, the power of nature itself. Freezing maelstrom that deals cold damage, totem that fires thorns at nearby enemies, 2 at max, hits all enemies in an area in front of you, mighty roar that knocks back nearby enemies and stuns them. Okay, storm crows cast spells from a distance. When their health drops to 0, it is downed, and you can stand near it to revive it. Counts as a companion. You can have a maximum 2 at once by default. Beastmaster obviously is a Beastmaster. Raptor, Bear, Sabertooth, Frenzy Totem, and Scorpion. Shaman, we know what a shaman is. Storm Totem, Tornado, Earthquake, and Avalanche. This guy only actually has 4 abilities. And then the Druid, obviously, Werebear form, Ensnaring Root, Summon Spriggan, Spriggan form, and Swarm Blade form. And the last one, which is the one I have been curious about, is the Acolyte, a rebellious scion who disobeyed her masters and sought out forbidden magic. The Acolyte will let nothing stop her from becoming more powerful. Summon skeleton warriors or archers to guard you, limited to 3 at a time. A melee attack that hits all enemies in an area in front of you, dealing double damage to those that are cursed. Apply a curse to enemies in an area for 8 seconds that causes physical damage when hit. The damage is tripled if you inflict a hit yourself. Summons a volatile zombie which trudges towards the nearest enemy. When it reaches an enemy or dies, it explodes, dealing physical and fire damage to surrounding enemies. So the best thing to do would be to like have your skeleton summoned, right? And then the best thing to do would be to do this, which does damage, does the curse for 8 seconds, and then it's tripled if I inflict a hit myself. So I would activate this and then use Harvest, which is an AoE in front of me and does double damage to those that are cursed, but because it's me doing it myself, it's double damage, which is then tripled, so it's like 5 times damage. Spirit Plague causes a target with a powerful necrotic damage. Curses a target with a powerful necrotic damage over time effect, which lasts 3 seconds. Spreads to a single nearby target on target death. Okay, intelligence scaling, 0% increased damage, 4% damage increase per point. Added spell damage applies at 150% effectiveness per second. Infernal Shade, target enemy and all nearby enemies to take fire damage per second. Each enemy can only have 1 Infernal Shade attached at a time. Expires after 5 seconds, max 4 active shades. Okay, maximum number of shades is shared with Dread Shade. Necromancer, obviously, summon a Wraith, summon Skeletal Mage, Sacrifice, which deals physical damage to itself, but rips apart one of my minions. Dread Shade, minion's health is drained for 3% of its max health per second for each second the shade has been active, but it and your minions around it deal 10 necrotic damage, deal plus 10 necrotic damage with spells and attacks, and have 50% increased necrotic damage. Assemble Abomination. To absorb minions in a moderate area, when you release summon a single hulking abomination with added health and more damage per minion absorbed. The abomination's health decays increasingly fast over time. The one I've been looking at is this one, the Lich. An acolyte who has embraced the corruptive nature of her power and uses the magic of blood and death at the expense of her own health. Stealing life, consuming the essence of the dead and the damned for strength. This power will make her invincible. Take on the mantle of death himself and transform into a Reaper, temporarily gaining the Reap ability. While in Reaper form, your health regen does not apply and your health decays over time. When your health reaches 0, instead of dying, you transform back to human form and are healed to full health. Channeled spell that targets up to 3 enemies around the target location, dealing necrotic damage over time and leeching 30% of that damage back as health. No mana regen when channeling, obviously. Aura of Decay. Toggles Aura of Decay, which poisons you every second and leaves a trail of decay. Enemies near you or in the trail are poisoned 4 times a second, and your chance to poison at hit applies to each of those instances at 25% effectiveness. While Aura of Decay is active, you take 50% less poison damage. Feast on the souls of cursed enemies, dealing necrotic damage to them and drawing fragments of their souls back to you. The soul fragments each grant 5 ward when they reach you. Up to 13 enemies, prioritizing the closest to you. Okay. Remove all ward and seal your health, preventing it from going above its current value for 5 seconds. Deal more damage equal to your percent missing health, and take less damage equal to half your percent missing health. Reactivate to unleash a wave of death, dealing damage based on how long Death Seal has been active and your current percent missing health. I don't know, I feel like that would be really good, but I feel like that's probably something I should work on like later on, and not something I should really be doing now. Okay, hurl a bolt of lightning. A Nova around you that deals fire, cold, and lightning damage. All types of elemental Nova that you have enabled have an equal chance to be cast. A burst of 400 ward. Then for 3 seconds, hits deal 30% less damage to you and cause a retaliatory burst of flames. Creates 3 successively larger ice explosions in the target direction. Each explosion deals more damage than the last. Channel to create a beam of pure energy in the target location. The beam deals fire and lightning damage to all enemies caught in it. Volcanic Orb. Casts a fiery orb that spews burning shrapnel in all directions. I'm thinking I'm either gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go Spellblade, or I'm going to do Sentinel, and then do Void Knight. I think I'm gonna do Sentinel, just because I feel like it'll be easier to survive with a character that has, like, not be able to party with nor obtain items found by other players, but will have access to items and resources found by your other account-bound characters. Items are also partitioned by mode and cycle as normal. Alright guys, here we go.
I am the Sentinel. I spent my youth working the forges under Solarum, helping to arm the holy armies of Raya. When I came of age, I was conscripted into the Golden Army and sent to war, wielding the very weapons I helped create. What I found on the battlefield was chaos and the slaughter of innocents. I deserted Raya's army, refusing to be a part of this destruction. Now I travel the land of Eterra, warning its people of Raya's wrath.
Okay, so oh shit, skill system introduction. Viewing augment trees. Click on a skill. Use a new skill. Click on an action bar slot to access the skill selection panel. Specializing in skills. You can specialize in up to 5 skills by clicking an unlocked specialization slot located above, which unlock as you level up. Specializing in a skill will allow you to gain skill points for that skill by earning experience, which you can use to empower and augment. Note, some skills do not have an augment tree available yet. Okay, that should be fine. Change input keys. There we go. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I don't got anything. Okay, so I can do shift plus items, plus things. That's good to know. Oh, it's not gonna work. I mean, I guess QWER is probably fine. Plus 8% increased damage for strength. Added damage is applied at 100% effectiveness to the initial hit and 150% effectiveness to the repost. So is that number 2 for that? To heal? Use potion as 1. Use portal as T. Dungeon ability is D. Inventory is I. Character sheet is C. Understandable. I'm gonna see if there's anything bound to B. Because if there's nothing bound to B, then oh, wait a second, actually. Okay. But it still doesn't let me. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, okay, so I'm gonna have toggle overlay map. I'm actually gonna set that to B. And then inventory, I'm going to set to tab. And that should be fine. Okay, hold down left mouse to continue running. Okay, I see. Okay. H to access social panel and add friends and invite them to your party. Wait, there's gotta be a dodge for this, right? What is the dodge button? Wait, there's not a dodge? No way. No fucking way, bro. Okay, so it's not in there. Is it in here? Is there any way for me to be able to zoom out farther? I don't think so, but... yeah, no. No way to do that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can deal with that, right? It's not a big deal. I do want to move that, though, so that I can, use health potions to restore your health, found frequently and can be bought from vendors. Okay. Hits an enemy and you take a hit in the next 2 seconds, you will repost, taking 25% less damage and striking at a nearby enemy. Okay. In the hands of a fallen messenger, you find a letter from the Keeper's Council. It is
Traveler,
addressed to you.
Our Heoborian allies informed us that you will attend the peace talks. Raya's war has reached our lands, and we are in need of aid. As Keepers, we avoid conflict. We're dedicated to the goddess Etera's memory. That is, until Raya forced our hand.
Ha!
I was trying to check and see if there was
He
a way
wishes to
continue
destroy
without-
us and steal Etera's legacy. We can't let that happen. We need Herot's help. Your help.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably do need my help. Most of the time, that's how this works. Take the messenger's letter. Of course, there ain't nothing going on there. I've been playing a lot of RuneScape lately too. Okay, good, it is working. I was just checking to make sure that my checking to make sure that the volume was working properly and all of that. Okay. Swap skills on your action bar by left-clicking on the music. The fly-out menu is changed to any skill you have unlocked. Battered helm and a sash. Oh shit, so... okay, so the sash gives me 3 potion slots instead of 2. And the helmet automatically went on, which gives me plus 30 armor. And you'll notice how some of the items will say like plus 30 armor, and then it has the angle icon and says forging potential. The forging potential is essentially how many times I can upgrade that item at the forge before I'm unable to upgrade it again. So like, don't get me wrong, it does cost like the currencies and stuff like that, like materials to do the forge upgrades as well. But not only that, but you can't just infinitely, you know, make adjustments to the exact same thing over and over and over again, which is kind of nice. It kind of forces you to. Okay, so it's the same attack rate, the same attack damage, but this one's got forging potential, and the other one does not. So we're gonna go right ahead and throw that on there. I keep like slowly adjusting the graphics and looking at my task manager because I want to make sure that I'm not going to use up too much of I want to make sure I'm not going to use up too much of my RAM, because if I use up too much of my RAM at once, it'll close out of the game, like it'll crash on me, and I definitely don't want that to happen, obviously. Entering the burning forest. Alright, so we went up to very high, and my memory still says 70%. So I am actually gonna try and see if we can put this to ultra. And see how my PC holds up to the ultra. Speed, attack, and cast speed. Bodies are burned beyond recognition. They were fleeting. Oh, they were fleeing. Like they were trying to run away. Okay. Okay, so slower attack rate, but 14 more damage. That is huge. Why can't I put it on? Oh, there we go. So now I should be doing more damage. But I won't be doing damage instead. A hammer that returns to you after a short delay. Added throwing damage is applied to each hit at 105% effectiveness. Okay. Gain passive points by leveling up and completing quests. Currently, you have access to your base class passives. You will have the opportunity to choose a mastery class during your adventure. Once you choose a mastery class, you will gain access to the left section of each mastery and the right section of your chosen mastery. 1 unspent point. Increases their chance to stun. Each point of strength increases armor by 4% and improves skills that scale with strength, such as Warpath and Rive. Each point of vitality grants 6 health and 1% poison and necrotic resistance. I feel like this one is probably the best because it gives me void resistance, fire resistance, and like every time I improve my strength, it gives me armor by, improves armor by 4% and improves the skills too. So like, I feel like that's probably the best one, for now. So Warpath should be increased, and then Rive will also be increased when I unlock it. Combo of 3 melee attacks. Every 3rd consecutive attack with Rive slashes in a full circle around the character, dealing double damage. So I can left click here, and it allows me to change my,
When you arrived, was there a
skills.
family?
That's pretty cool.
It was my mistake. They were cornered, and there were so many. I can handle Ospreys. I told them to stay back, to let me handle it. And they left. What good are we if we can't? Sorry. I just met you and it's been a long road. Are you also here for the peace talks? Good. Because so am I. Name's Grail. Since we're both headed the same direction, I wonder, which of us will take down... Come! Let me watch you fight.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it, homeboy. Wait, how do I get up here? Oh, there's a way around over here. Okay, okay. Never mind. I figured it out.
No!
Oh, I'm like one-shotting those stupid little fucking bats. That's pretty dope. Okay, I'm liking the combat. Like, the animation seems to be smooth. Seems like the game is running really well. Like, even with me having it on max graphics, the game is running super
So much
fucking
destruction.
smoothly.
And for what?
And I like Actually, let me use potion. We're gonna set use potion to mouse button 4.
As a riot!
Skill specialization. Dash to a nearby enemy and strike it with your weapon. Cannot be used without a target. Costs more mana the further the target is away. I feel like this is the one I want to do. Spinning, you have increased movement speed. Deals damage in a larger area. That could be huge. Additional block chance and block effectiveness. Additional melee void damage. Effect is doubled while wielding a two-handed weapon. Okay. shred armor, costs less mana per second. Okay, so additional melee leech while wielding an axe, base crit chance while wielding a sword, physical penetration while wielding a mace, and fire penetration while wielding a scepter. %10 bleed chance per point. Oh, that's huge, dude. The longer I spin, I deal more damage. So I definitely want this, and then I'm definitely gonna want the one that costs less mana as well. So we're definitely gonna want to get that. That is for sure. And then our other things here. Let's go ahead and put it into this one. And then, yeah, should be ready to keep going now.
It ends here.
15 block chance, 75 effectiveness. 18 and 112.
It ends here.
Where'd you learn to fight?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put my sword back on, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice because it does a little more damage, but at the same time, it's like, it doesn't, like, how do I say this? It does more damage, but it doesn't swing, like, it doesn't attack back. You know what I mean? Like, I need to be attacking a lot faster than that. Okay, takes out those guys. It looks like the entrance to a dungeon, or maybe like the next area coming up here soon.
Quick, before it reaches town.
Okay, we got him. So we got a new helmet. Same thing we already got. Rowan wand. Oh, that's a wand. We don't need that. Scepter. We don't need that. Wooden shield. The one we have is actually better. See, like, why are you giving me scepters, bro? Like, I don't use scepters. What the hell are you doing? Okay, worn plate. This one is better. Okay, inventory management. The true end game for these games is inventory management. See, I wish there was a way for me to be able to rotate the items. That would be really nice.
The Keepers have proven difficult to track, but my observations revealed the truth. Their camps are neither chosen nor abandoned on a whim. There's a pattern to how they scurry. I instructed my soldiers to investigate the abandoned camps. Invariably, they're near shrines devoted to the eldest of gods. Each one was as empty as the last, save for meager signs of the Keeper's presence. They're not guarding the ruins. They're traveling between them, over and over. They must be moving with them. It'll be as simple as burning these vermin to ash. Raya wills it.
Okay, enter the Keeper's camp. Quest rewards, 40 gold and 20 experience. I'm assuming this bar at the bottom must be my experience.
I cannot do that.
Oh, this is a player.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Herots offered protection. More than protection. An alliance. But the truth is, we know little about him. Or his people. Why should the Council trust him? Prospect 1. He's one of the gods.
I might actually
Atera
have
made
to
him
shut
just
the
as she
stream
made
down
us
for just
keepers.
a minute.
Prospect 2. He cares for his people.
And then start it back up again.
Like
in
the
a little
goddess
bit, 'cause
herself, he
I gotta
extends
run
his
back
heart
up
to
where I
all.
was.
Prospect
I
3.
gotta run back up
Thus,
to my work
I propose we accept this alliance.
so that I can.
It is not in our nature, but we keepers have a sacred duty to uphold. Without Herot's help, our efforts might prove fruitless.
But yeah, I gotta go to my work and fill out this I-9 form real quick. So with that being said, while I am gone, if anybody jumps in and sees this and sees that I ended the stream after only an hour, go ahead and smash that like button for the algorithm, and make sure that you guys hit the red subscribe button underneath where the video is played with your notifications turned on. Reason number 1, because that way when I finish this I-9 form and I get back to my house and I go to start the stream back up again, you guys can get that ever elusive first like and first comment of the stream. And also, second reason why it's a good idea to subscribe to my YouTube channel is because 1, it's free, and 2, because as you can see above my head, I am at 96.50% of completing my goal of 200 subscribers by the end of this calendar year, and we are at 193. So because it's 100% free to do, it only takes a quick second, and it's easy, and it helps me out a lot, and I only need 7 more. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Over 80% of the people that watch my streams and videos are not subscribed, and I really want to get that number lower. So make sure you guys are subbing to the channel. With that being said, until I make it back from getting this form filled out, this is your boy, your main man, your favorite streamer, Psychotic, saying,